Live from the GSN studios in Grafton, West Virginia, it's The Hudl.
Hey folks, welcome back to The Hudl. I'm Parker Biller, joined by my co-host Noah Flea. Foley. Today is the 6th episode, and just a reminder that this episode is brought to you by Keystone Realty, your key to home ownership. Flea, good to see you, man. How you doing today?
Good, man.
We've got an action-packed episode today. So many special guests are going to be joining us. And it's going to be a good day because all we're talking about is soccer. That's all we've got on the agenda today. So right now, joining us from the boys soccer team at Grafton High School, we have junior Bryce Kelley and junior Tyler Clemm. Guys, come on in. We're glad that you're here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course, man. We're excited to talk about soccer. Flea, you play soccer too, so that kind of makes it easy as well. So let's jump in and talk about this year so far. You guys have been playing pretty well. You're currently 3-1-3. How have you felt about this year so far?
You know, things have been good, but they can always be better. Mm-hmm. We've had opportunities where we finished the game out how we want, but there's things that we could have done to get a better record. We have 3 ties on the season. I would definitely say 2 of those we felt we should have had in the win column.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And our coach, as you talked to him, he also said, we need to just have that killer instinct and finish out games a little better. If our offense really pushes forward, we're a scary team in Double A to come across.
Yeah, I agree. Bryce, you've played defense for the past few years, and you got moved up to midfield this year. So what's that been like for you as a player?
It's been an adjustment. I've been used to defense since 6th grade in middle school. Mm-hmm. I've known the positioning. I know where all the players go. Midfield, it's a whole different thing. I need to figure out passing lanes and stuff like that. But on top of that, our defense with those new young guys back there and, senior experience from Avery Duckworth and Jarrett Blackhurst, they've been able to really take in games and weather the storm.
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of that young defensive line, Tyler, you play goalkeeper. You've had an exceptional season this year. You played really well. But how does it feel to play back there with a young defense with a bunch of there's a lot of freshmen, isn't there, back there?
Yeah.
So how does that feel for you?
Well, it's an adjustment because they have little to zero experience. So there's a learning curve we have to go through because we play a lot of hard teams, so it takes a while to adjust to that type of competition.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're been bad at all so far.
No, we've held up well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone who's really impressed me is Jarrett Blackhurst because he's been he just joined the team a few years ago, right? Yeah. And he played football as a kicker, and he's been playing pretty well too.
And he's really good for those young guys back there. He's like our anchor on defense, our captain back there. He helps them in practice, helps them in games. So Avery Duckworth as well.
Yep.
I mean, he's pretty solid back there. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys have looked really good. So I talked to head coach Arthur Knight, and he talked to me a lot about consistency and how you guys have been tightening things up. And he said you guys switched to 1 formation. So just talk to me a little bit about how you guys have felt that you've done offensively this year.
It's been a struggle at some points. Like off-ball movement, I feel like we need to be better in building chemistry and knowing where we need to be and really just predicting the game before it happens and not reacting.
And like I said earlier, if we can finish out these games and score, because I mean, there's 3 of us up top, 4 of us, if you count Bryce in the midfield, that can really score goals for us and win us games.
Yeah. And we have great goal scorers like you and Ethan Weaver. And Bryce, you've had a few goals as well. So that's all good things from there. Coach Knight also told me, quote, what we've been talking about is we need to have more of a killer instinct and finish games early instead of letting the opponent hang around. What are some other things that you believe this team needs to improve on as a whole?
I think just playing together, getting more reps, because whether we have experience or we are playing new positions, we still got to get used to being in new places and seeing new faces.
Yeah, exactly. And if we get our chemistry on top, like right now, it's a little better than it was at the beginning. But say at the end of the season, if we have 100% chemistry, we're going to be really scary going into the run in October.
Yeah, I agree. And I have one more question for you guys. And I just want to know, what do you think is going to make this season a successful one in your eyes?
It's same it's always been, same as it always will be. Make it to Beckley. Make that state run. Do something scary against teams there.
Yeah, and Knight always says faces change, but expectations don't. We really have a chip on our shoulder this year. No one really thought we'd be that good. We're losing a lot of seniors. And we've came out and we're ranked 4th in Double A.
Yeah.
Really came out and scared some teams.
We did really lose some good players like Landon Holly, Justin Gaynor.
Many offensive weapons.
And Tyler, Justin really helped you back there.
Yes, he helped develop me to the player I am today. When I was first a freshman, I would never run out for balls, and I think that's one thing that I've gotten better at, being more aggressive in the goal.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Justin because he is a great mentor, and he does watch this show. So
that's wonderful.
shout out to
love
Justin.
that one.
He'll like that a lot. So I think you guys have a really good chance to go to states this year, and I think it's going to happen. You do have some tough games coming up, like East Fairmont and Bridgeport and University. But I think with your guys' work ethic, Coach Knight was also talking to me about how you guys go out on the weekends and you're always practicing, putting in the hours whenever you need to and whenever you don't have to as well. And, I respect that, and I think he respects that as well. Bryce and Tyler, thank you guys for joining us today. We wish you the best of luck in the year, and we hope to hear more from you soon. Coming up next, we are talking about girls soccer. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned on The Hudl.
Hey guys, Parker here. I want to tell you about my friends at the Keystone Realty Group. When you're looking for your dream home, time is of the essence. The North Central West Virginia real estate market moves very quickly, so you need an agent that has their finger on the pulse and keeps you in the know. Keystone Realty agents are responsive, honest, and will go the extra mile to get you the deal you want on the home you love. That's why Keystone Realty is the only group I trust for all your buying, selling, and renting needs. Conveniently located in the Middletown Commons in Fairmont, West Virginia, Keystone Realty is your key to home ownership.
And welcome back in. Flea is going to step out for this part of the segment, but look what we got here from the Grafton High School girls soccer team. Please welcome in our Keystone Realty special guests of the week, Claire McCarthy, Hadley Horne, and Macy Johnson. Guys, how are you doing today?
Great. It's good to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're with us. First of all, congratulations last night on the big win against Liberty, 10-0'd. Pretty much destroyed them. So you guys played a good game. Everyone got to see the field a little bit. So all good things. Let's talk about the season a little bit. Right now, you're getting close to mid-season. You guys are 6-2-1. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So just tell me a little bit. What are your thoughts on the team this year so far?
I feel like we've really stepped up and improved from last year. We had a good base from Coach Lorraine, and she showed us how we should play. But I feel like Arthur's really putting that into effect and making sure we're doing that.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of energy together this year.
That's good. Obviously, you just talked about that, Hadley, but you guys do have a new coach this year, head coach Arthur Knight, taking over for Lorraine Eisner, and he's doing double duty with boys and girls soccer. So what has that transition been like for you, and has that been tough on you guys having a new coach?
I feel like it's been easy for most of us. Not me personally, but like these girls have played for Arthur growing up, and so they knew what to expect with him being there. And I think it was a good change, something we needed. Some girls were getting too confident and too comfortable in the situation. I think having Arthur really helped.
Yeah, it was definitely time for some things to change because we just needed a change of scenery, almost a change of coaching style.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's really important.
Yeah.
And it's cool because most of us began our soccer journey with Coach Knight, so getting to end it with him too is also very
Yeah, that's really cool. And I've seen a lot of improvements from everyone on the team and you guys as well, with passing and defending and having that tough win mentality. What are some other things that you guys think you need to improve to have a winning season this year?
We definitely still need to work on attacking. We've always been a very defensive team, so having to get to the goal and to the next step, sometimes we struggle with that, but we're definitely working on it. It's better this year.
Yeah, and connecting passes, we struggle to find the next person or the next right move that we need to make. And we're getting better. Arthur definitely helped us a ton with that and finding the next person, but definitely taking a little bit to get there.
Well, I've got a fun question now, and I think a lot of people would be interested to know. So do you have any pregame rituals that you guys like to do? Like music you listen to, things you guys do?
Personally, I just go home after school and take a nap. That's just what I have to do. I have to take a nap. Even if it's only 5 minutes, I have to take a nap. That's just what I got to do.
Sometimes that's good. You need to refresh a little bit.
Yeah.
I always chew gum before the game, but then I chew gum during the game too.
I always have to go home and eat as soon as I get home, so I have plenty of time to be fed.
That's important, guys. So just wrapping things up here, you guys are seniors, you're going to graduate next year. So just tell me and the audience, what do you guys plan to do after high school?
After high school, for me personally, I don't know that soccer will be in the picture. I think I'm just going to pursue a nursing degree. So as of right now, soccer is not there. It does change daily if I want to play or if I don't at the next level, but as of right now, I don't want to. So.
I also do not plan on playing soccer in college.
I also do not plan on playing soccer.
At least you guys know what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Well, so that's going to wrap things up today on the Huddle. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. We hope to hear more from you soon. We had a great episode today. We had a lot of special guests. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok and subscribe to us on YouTube because we are having some big news in the next few weeks. So make sure you stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss it. And thank you for watching the Huddle. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. God bless.